Today in the Toyverse, folks, I finally got my hands on the NECA Quarter Scale Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo figure from the 1990 film. And I gotta say, this is such an awesome toy. Yes, it's mostly reused parts here, along with the other turtles that have been released. But it's so nice having the next turtle. It's literally like Christmas every time another turtle comes in. I will say that I'm really in love with this guy. So let's go ahead and talk about the sculpt here, because the sculpt is the thing that's super amazing on here. Articulation's not bad either, but the sculpt is where this thing just wonderfully shines. So let me go ahead and stop the video for a moment, and I'll bring him in closer so we can look at him together. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the head. So I'm going to probably do this video a little differently than I normally do. When I'm talking about sculpt, I also will break down articulation. So let's start with the head. As you can see, the head has some wonderful detail on it. I mean, look at those eyes. Let me see if I can get the camera to zoom in here. I mean, those eyes, they're just, they glare and pierce your soul. I sound like a complete weirdo as I say that, so I apologize. But the head sculpt is done fantastically. Like all the other turtles, it's unique and special to the turtle it represents. And NECA has definitely hit a home run in that regard. You got the nice spots, the green paint. The bandana itself is sculpted very nicely. And if we turn it to its side here, and I have the camera work with me, you can see that the plastic bandana blends into this like stretchy, like nylon-ish, like singlet type material. And they are two different colors, but the nice thing is it's not too far-fetched of a color between the two, which I can appreciate. So while I have the head right here, let's go ahead and talk articulation, if we will. So the head can look up quite a bit, can look down really well. You got some great side-to-side action here. A lot of great posing options and toy photography options within the head itself, which I can really appreciate. And it does that full 360 thing. So you got some awesome parts to deal with in the head. Now, in terms of the lower body, or the upper body, we got the nice sculpted straps on for Leonardo. And if I turn it around, we can look at the shell, starting with the sheaths. The sheaths are made of a harder plastic material, so you may want to be careful with those. But I mean, look at the detail here. You got all these ties and leather-like material simulated looking on here. I mean, NECA just, they pay attention to the detail, and I think that's a testament to them as a company, as a collectible company. I mean, and for the price point, I mean, it's phenomenal. The shell is done very nice too. There's always the debate online about whether or not the shells are reused or not. Being honest with you, I don't pay enough attention to it. I just think the shells look cool. I mean, how crazy can you really get with the shell design? Just my opinion. Now, if I take it to the front here, like I said, you got those leather straps here. As you can see, he's got, from every review I've seen, the arms are new. They got veins in them, so that's nice. And then you have the sculpted elbow pads and wrist tape and whatnot right there. So the upper body, on the side, he's got this diaphragm joint that allows him to move forward and back. And you get side-to-side movement, with that. In terms of the arms, they go all the way down. They go out about that much. And if you bring it back down, they spin all the way around. No bicep cut, but you do have a double-jointed elbow pegs hinge system going on in there. That allows the mid-arm to rotate a full 360, and you do have a nice double bend in the elbows there. So very nice in that regard. And then the hands are interchangeable if you're familiar with these things. I can bend down, if I can do it on camera. And it looks like I'm not going to be able to. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. These go up and down to simulate the sword action. So they go up like that. They go down that way. I totally forgot about that. I apologize, folks. Now let's talk in the lower body. Turtle crotch action going for you right there. So in terms of the lower body, just more sculpted detail here. I mean, calf, knee pad, turtle toes. They even got paint. And you even got peg holes on the bottom, which is pretty cool. Just wonderful detail. So, in terms of articulation, we do have a thigh cut right there that allows action to go in and out. Can Leo do the splits? You hear that wonderful sound? That's the ratcheting action working for you. Help keep this guy standing. We got a pretty good stance right there. Bring it back in. It's the sound of plastic working together, folks. So, we have a bend in the knee. It looks like it wants to go more, but it's not going to. And it's what you would expect with this. So, enough action, I think. It could have benefited from a little more, but it's not a deal breaker by any stretch. And in terms of the feet, you got a ball peg system that works down. It goes up that far, and you do got some great ankle pivot action. And it's the same on the other side. So let's go ahead and zoom back out. Let's talk about the accessories a little bit more. And we will call it a day with Leo. So in terms of accessories, we got a lot of great things going here. We got an awesome set of hands to give you different gestures and poses to go for your Leonardo. We also get another slice of pizza. You can never have too much pizza for your turtle action figure. And we get a mutagen can with the TCRI logo on it. This one is different from Raph's because this one is not cracked. So let the oozing fun begin. And the last accessory are his most important ones. That being his katanas. They're sculpted and painted very nicely. They got a worn look to them, which I enjoy. Very light material, so please be careful. Knowing my luck, I will probably break them now that I've said that. But they got some awesome detail on them. As you can see, they got a nice leather wrap design on them, which is very cool, and they just plug right in, no problems. So that will do it for accessories. Let's go ahead and do the size comparison and call it a day. Alright folks, here we are with the size comparison that I truly love. From left to right on your screen, we have Donatello, Leonardo in the middle, and Raphael on the right. And these guys look tremendous with one another. There's just a certain level of nostalgia seeing these guys that harkens back to my childhood and makes me yearn for Michelangelo that much more when he's released later on this year. The bottom line is, if you haven't collected these guys yet, make sure you do, because they definitely are worth the purchase for any TMNT fan or any toy collector. Well, unless, of course, you hate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But why are you watching this review? So I am Bob O'Mac, and I want to thank you for stopping by and checking out Crisis in the Toyverse. Please go visit some of the wonderful people that helped make this toy review happen. Go to extreme-sets.com for all your toy and collectible backdrops. You're going to love some of the stuff they have coming out. Also, you like toys and collectibles? Head over to bigbadtoystore.com for all those needs as well. Also, if you're a fan of DC, Marvel, indie, video games, movie reviews, and everything in between, head over to undercovercapes.com because you're going to love what you're listening to once you download it on your audio listening device. Also, shout out to the friend of this show, the Don Tony and Kevin Castle Show. And last but not least, if you're a fan of toy photography, make sure you use the hashtag ToyLoverCrew and make sure you throw them a follow on Instagram at ToyLoverCrew for all things toy photography. Stay tuned at the end for the slideshow. And until next time, friends, great googly moogly.